Work done in the area of deafblindness. Maria do Carmo. Good morning, everyone. My name is Maria do Carmo. I've been a member of the Grupo Brazil for some years now. I've been a professional in the area of the people with disabilities since the 1980s. My first job was with the deaf, and when I returned to Juiz de Fora, I was invited to work as a teacher in the first school for deaf people here, and it was a state school. Then I worked with people with Down syndrome and other disabilities. My educational background is a teacher, pedagogue, psychopedagogue, and currently I work as a mediator. I took the family master course and I started work with this kind of a disability. Then in 1988, a child of my family was born with deafblindness. So I went to seek for knowledge and found the Group Brazil that was organizing a course at Mackenzie with several professionals from other countries, the USA, Canada. I took this course to prepare myself to work with the deafblindness. In 2000, we set up an NGO in Juiz de Fora, in which I work as an administrator in the management art and also as a clinical and educational coordinator. We work with psychotherapists, speech pathologists, psychologists, and education with the mediator structure because it was very important because we worked for the independence of the family, and I'm going to talk a lot about the inclusion of the family in the learning process to benefit the independence of the deaf-blind person. The whole methodology applied in my work was based on the theory of Van Dyck. In the theory of alternative communication, the communication happens through objects and the other ways of communication. All this material we have from Grupo Brazil that had been translated and published in several opportunities of congresses and seminars that we have done all over Brazil. Deafblindness is a unique disability, and our project was Project Recriar, Recreate project based on the integration of all family. So once a month, all members, people with disability, their children, grandparents, uncles, fathers, and mothers, we took them to a space, a farm, or a recreation area, and there they experienced the theory of the alternative communication. And as professionals, we could also observe the difficulty that each family would face living with that practice and that theory in a more relaxed environment. They also had the opportunity to meet other people, other families, other deaf-blind people who were already managed to be more independent to communicate. This was, for the family, a motivation and an incentive for them to continue practicing what was learning at the school, wherever they were with the professionals. They understood more easily and had a motivation so that they could practice because the family spend a lot of time with the individual while we professional spend a little time. Then the siblings who sometimes were distant, even live at the same house, could get closer to their deaf-blind siblings. What was the result of this project? We observed that in our daily life, the family relaxed, got able to practice more efficiently the whole learning process, and the siblings also began interacting with their deaf-blind siblings, talking do thing. So I want to remember that this project aimed to promote a rapprochement between the family members and that the family could really understand and practice more easily the theories of the deaf blindness that are very efficient. And with this, we noticed that the person can have more contact with the world, understand better the world, and more independent, and consequently be able to interact more easily. I appreciate the opportunity, and I'm sure that family is our biggest tool for the successful growth of the deaf blind person. Credits: Translation in Libras, Brazilian Sign Language, by Renan Antonello. Portuguese subtitles by Ellen Borgesan. English subtitles by Vitória Borges Novaes. Subtitle review by Laura Ancilotto. Dubbing by Josiane Maquieira. Edition by Fernanda Falkowski.